Light. Good morning. Camera. Audio check. Hello, hello. Okay, are they good there? Hey everyone, good morning. I was live last night and the camera died. Phone died. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So what we have here is an egg-shaped cam for the chicken lock. I gotta start making some moves on this. I gotta wrap this one up. So I might start doing a couple things off camera just so I can focus on getting her done. I'll be on here for a while this morning. Hopefully the next time you see it, it will be complete. I want to sit down. Can I sit down? Hey Game Boy, good morning. So yeah, what I got going on here is I'll take locks. Let me get you an uncut one. This one right here. Take a regular lock, Medico. It's a high security, pretty expensive lock, and I disassemble them, take them all apart, take the plug out, and I will cut them. Let me get a couple in the stages. I'll cut them on the bandsaw, get some nice shapes out of them, and then I cut slots in them with a hacksaw and sand and polish them and put them all back together. Then you can see the inner workings of the lock. Make nice jewelry quality cutaway locks, they call them. And the one I'm working on here today, picking chicken. If you see the cam on this lock, I cut it so that it matches the profile of the lock. It's the original. Cut some swoops in it, drilled some holes, and that's the shape of this cam. Well, this chicken lock, the cam for this, I cut into the shape of an egg. It goes on there like that, but when you unlock it, it'll be upright. I cut the cam on the bandsaw last night, and I've just been shaping it. I'm trying to get more of a dome shape on it. Yeah, thanks for asking. I don't always see the comments. Sometimes I'm a little delayed. It's over on the computer. Just shaping it up. The dog's barking this morning. Try and hone in the shape a little more. Just about there, probably done with the file. probably done. Get you in the action a little more. Recently I've been working with my microphone on my chest, but last night I noticed that there's a slight delay between the video and the audio. I'll have to do some more tests with it, but I was filing and it would be like, I'd pick the file up and then it would be like, and then I would go, and it was just off. Not the end of the world, still had a bunch of people tuning in, but maybe it was on for them. I don't know, but when I play it back, you can see there's some lag in what I'm doing and the actual noise of it. Now back to the phone audio, so it might not be that loud if I don't look right at the phone. Ah, man. So many things with recording work. Or play. Whatever you want to call it. I do these for fun. All the lights on. more lights over there. And it's a rainy morning here, so that's why I'm not out there working on the farm. Animals are all set. I've just been building new structures for them, getting the fields ready for the great migration. Where they leave their winter shack and go to their summer shack. Get all that fresh grass. Okay. Getting there. These are cutaway locks. People use them to practice lock picking. These are pretty hard locks to get into, so seeing the pins is helpful. And if we do all that work cutting them open, I cut them open by hand, might as well make them look nice. Kind of a showpiece. Collectible. Yeah, if you were here last night, I apologize. My phone died. I forgot I wanted to have it plugged in while I was streaming, whatever. But I wrapped it up shortly after that. I noticed kind of right away, but I didn't notice soon enough. That's 400 grit. Kick it up a notch. What was next? What's next? I got a 300, 400. No, that's low. Got 600 somewhere. Playing with a scrap of sandpaper. Bucket of sandpaper. All these scraps are when I sanded in between these grooves. There's plenty of good life in the little pieces. They're perfect for these little pieces right here. I gotta change the timeout on my computer. Oh, there goes the echo. Time's out way too quick. I think this can come down a tiny bit. My hand's cramping up holding down this little piece. Just a little better. Yeah, like that. All right. Hey, Victor. Good morning. Got your coffee going? Thanks for stopping by, Victor. Thanks for coming by. Just sanding some brass, making a little egg-shaped cam for the back of my chicken lock. Cute little egg. Finish this, finish that, carry on. I have some ideas for some new locks and it's killing me. I'm gonna start making some other ones. Got some new ideas brewing. That's okay. Once you start sanding, it really exposes the edges that aren't gradual. You can start to see the it's an egg. I don't want it to have 90 degrees going over the slopes. And sandpaper really starts to bring that out so I can fall back on the file and shape it more. Oh, these little pieces. gonna be in my way if I go to clamp it. It's not worth it. I move it so much, it's not even worth clamping down. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Screw the sucker right to the table. Show who's boss. If I go like something like this. It's my scratch all. Scratch all, where are you? Oh, baby. There's it. It's not where you belong. I really got to pre-drill a hole. Some really hard 2x4 there. It is a pressure treated something. Get over here. You get down in there. All right. Give my hand a break. Oh yeah. That's what we're talking about. Okay. Excuse me. Then over there. I hit the edges before I want to move to a finer grit. 400, 400, 600. Mm-hmm. Rain's really coming down now. It's a good thing. We needed rain. It was a very dry start to the spring. We're up here in New York, and a lot of the farmers kind of put them behind schedule a little bit. Should be a lot wetter this time of year, but now it should be fine. And plants are going to be popping. Cool, we got a couple new subscribers this morning. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Still a small YouTube channel. We got a farm out there. I'll do some farm content. I build all sorts of crazy things. And then I'm an artist, so I'll come down here to shop and create things that you've never seen before. So we do it all here. Try to. What is that, 1,000? I got nothing in between 600 and 1,000. We're going with a 1,000 grit now. Nope, falling back. Falling back. Hey, good morning, labs. Welcome, welcome. You got your coffee going? Cheers. Just finished mine. That was my second one. Had to be it. Had to be it till like the afternoon. There you have one more. That's it for me. Pretty cool. 1000 grit. Sanding so much that the screw's gonna, the little Phillips head's gonna disappear on her. Okay. Oh. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We're back. So to work the edges a little bit. Mm-hmm. 1000? Yeah. Should do it. Hey, Zoe the cat. Good morning. How do I drink mine? I usually do it black with honey. Black with honey, not, you know, like a medium roast. Like a half a teaspoon, tablespoon. I don't know. Not too much honey, not too sweet. I like the honey over the sugar. How about yourself? In the afternoon, sometimes I'll throw a little milk or cream in it. Roasted black. Yep. Nice. Exactly. That's the way to do it. I'm not sipping desserts here. Just trying to get the gears rolling a little bit. You need to fall asleep after it because all the sugar. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, there's so many different flavors of the honey though. Depends on where the bees are coming from. But yeah, I hear you. I love me some honey. We really want to get some bees over here. There's a big old tree right across the street of my neighbor's that has native honeybees. Who knows if they're native? Well, they're not living in a hive anyway. They come around, pollinate everything for us, but that'd be really cool to get some hives ourselves one day. We really need the farm a little more established before we can start playing with bees, though. That would just be one more thing on our list that It's a lot of work. A lot of work, them little critters. The last year, that hive across the street from us started to swarm, and thousands of bees all on the road. It was so cool. It was really cool. Never seen them swarm like that before. Cool, thanks, Greg. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was a little hesitant. It's like, native, I don't know. Who knows? Not an expert on it, but I know I like that honey. Yeah, it's interesting. I'll have to look into that. Not native here. Shoot. Nothing's native anymore. The worst is those vines. There's probably 5 or 6 different vines. You got the water vine, a sweet vine. They're just taking over our woods, choking out the trees, killing the canopy. And I don't remember them growing up. You run through the woods. I don't know, maybe they were always there and I'm just noticing them now more. Because I got a big property myself and I'll be walking around cutting them and everything, but you just ride around and I really don't think it's going to be good for the woods in a couple years. It's like they popped up the last 5-10 years. So all these crazy vines that I don't remember them being here before. It's like overnight. Makes me wonder what the woods are going to look like in 15-20 years. Or like a tree's going to be strangled with them big old nasty vines. You got some really nice, really cool, old 100, 200-year-old trees, and then a vine starts getting up in there, it'll yoke it up, kill it in real quick. That's what I'm saying. If you got 200-300-year-old tree, and then in 10 years a vine chokes it out, it makes me want to say that those vines weren't always here. I'm not an expert. Where'd my little screw go? Thanks, Labs. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got a couple new subscribers this morning. I don't know. I think it's not live. Let me hit refresh. Let me refresh this sucker. Boom. Yeah, pretty cool. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's fun. It's still just a small YouTube channel, but getting bigger every day. One day I might be able to start collecting a couple pennies from that red triangle. Just a couple pennies. You're gonna be making a killing, but I spend so much time down here in the shop, why not share it with some other people, inspire them to make some cool stuff. I just do these with hand tools. I say hand tools, bandsaw, but close enough. We're not programming anything to make these cuts. And the cool thing about brass is if you have a couple woodworking tools, like the bandsaw, hacksaw's metal, but there's really not much overhead to get started because a lot of the woodworking tools can hog through the brass. It's a very soft metal. Labs are always popping up here promoting, helping me out. I'll probably throw you that moderator thing. I'm doing this off of Streamlabs, so I don't think I can do it live. I don't know. No. Can't do it on a computer. I'll do it later on the studio. If you want, no big deal. Not to block comments or anything. I don't really care about any of that. It's nice to put a little color next to the name. Speaking of blocking comments, I was playing the guitar on my porch the other day with my son, and I couldn't see the comments. I only had the phone going. Well, I replayed it later. Oh my goodness, there's someone who was like, call CPS, and another couple other people were like, don't smoke in front of your child. I had a guitar pick in my mouth, and they thought I was smoking. It's like, oh my goodness. There's some wild people in there. I usually don't delete comments, but I got rid of those ones once I seen them. Like, you gotta be kidding me. If you stayed for 2 seconds, you would have realized that was a pick in my mouth and not something else. Crazy. It's the yin and the yang. You got those crazy comments will make the people who support you a little more just to combat that silliness. So I don't give a hoot. Very cool, thank you. Yeah, were you in there? Awesome. Yeah, it's cool. Yesterday, I don't know if the video uploaded yet. It may have. I was working on a Power Wheels with my son. I found it for free on the side of the road. And I thought I could have just thrown a battery in it, but I had to work on the pedal. We got her up and running. But now I need to do an extension to the pedal. He's very small. We're small here. I'm only like five something. My wife's 5, maybe 4 something. So I doubt my boy's gonna be very tall. But we need to do a extension on the pedal to get his feet down there. I'm thinking like a... Did I put the hinges away? I was thinking like a 4x4 with a hinge and a little spring so it will return. Put the hinges somewhere. I got some time. No rush on that. He's still a little small for it. that thing rips. I was testing it out with a 20-volt DeWalt battery. I sat in it and rode it around for 2 seconds with him. I never had a... Are you 4 foot tall? Right? No, I'm a 5'4", I think. 5'4", that's what's on my license. Yeah, small people. We won't have the back troubles when we get older. Them tall, lengthy people, and they're always hunched over. I think this is a little more proportionate for... No, I'm just playing. But it's kind of true. That'd be wild, 4 foot tall. I've seen some small people, but not 4 foot. That's the width of a sheet of plywood. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Still pretty cool. Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Thanks for tuning in. Kevin's in the chat, everybody. Say hello to Kevin. Good morning to you. Happy Sunday. We're almost there. I want to be done with this 1,000, but I still see a couple little somethings down in there. Oh, yeah. Looking pretty good. It's pixely. You know, these darn cameras. What you gotta do? Focus. I'm using Streamlabs, and I feel like the quality isn't that great. I know you can adjust it, but I don't even know what the numbers mean. There's my chicken egg cam. That's what I'm working on. And then if you're just tuning in, this is a chicken lock. And the cam goes right on the back side. Like this one, the cam is cut to the shape of the lock. And that focus. Well, since it's a chicken lock, I have a cute little egg on the back. That's where we're at. Getting there. I can probably just... We hit the edges with 1,000, then I might just buff it. It's my 1,000. 1,000 miles per hour. It's funny when I replay it live, I see the sanding right here, like you hit it with that double speed. Man, I'm going faster than a... Looks kind of impressive. Give me a freshie. There's a little bit of something I want to do it. 15. All I got left is 1,000 grit, 15 grit, and 2,000. That's all I'm playing with. But if you got 1,000 looking nice, anything after that should buff out as long as you got all the scratches going the same way. Try to be consistent with the direction of your sanding, and then buffing will take care of that. I've never completely finished a lock down here in the shop. I usually take them up to the house because it's a little cleaner. I don't know, I drop a fumble with it. There's little scratchy things on the table, and the assembly goes way smoother and cleaner when I get the gloves on up at the house and take my time with it. So I'm talking about buffing this, but this buffing, it may happen up at the desk in the house. It's not worth doing it down here, and then it just gets scratched anyway. Hey Brian, what's up? Good morning. Brian's in the chat. Everybody go check out Brian. And check out Labs. Check out everybody. It's a really cool community around here. All sorts of cool cats, like Zoe the cat. Picking locks, making locks. Putting some really cool pins inside, challenge locks. Hey, how'd that drawing turn out? I didn't, hey Black Smoke, good morning. Good morning, Black Smoke. There was a drawing for this month's, I missed it, I'll replay it later. I think it was yesterday, or Friday. TX Rebel hosts a lock picking competition. He engraved this for me. Got our logo right on an American lock. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's a cool, very nice group of guys and gals to get in with. And it's pretty easy to get into lock picking because they're guaranteed you're within 50 feet of some kind of lock. And then you just hammer flat a little wire. Have any examples? Oh, that's where my pick. Look at that. I was looking for this. It's right in there with my lock picks. Green Tools made me these. Just a hacksaw blade. And cut them out. 2 homemade picks. Then you need a little tensioner just to get a little torque. The rotation of the keyhole. And you're in business. It's pretty satisfying to get into a lock without a key. Your own locks, of course. No funny business now. You're getting too old for that. If you're young, get into as much funny business as you can. Because you can get away with a lot more. And you learn a lot. Speaking from experience. It's a fine line though. Some of that funny business will stay with you the rest of your life, so be smart. Who's this tuning in? Hey, Foghat. What's up? Foghat. Pretty cool. Foghat's in the chat. How long does it take to sand an egg? That is the question. Okay. Probably a lot longer than I want it to. How's my phone battery doing? Oh, we're good. We're good. Last night I was streaming and it just died. Let's screw that down. Get a little more on the top, and then probably call it quits for this egg. We'll move on to something. What are we gonna do next? What are we gonna do on this rainy day? You can see what I'm working on now. All right. 1,000. Done. Play with a 15? Why not? 400, 400. Black smoke. I still got all your sandpaper scraps for when you're ready. 2,000. I'll just try 2,000. Just gonna send it. All right. Use it up? Yeah, thank you. Yes, sir. Let me move these locks. Yeah. Since I got the buffer here, I'm gonna try to get a little buff on it real quick. Alright. Some of that. Some of this. Close that. I'll bring it over in a second. I just want to put a little compact. Need an extension? Nah. Up a little buffer yesterday, and I've been thinking about it for like a good week, 2 weeks now. And when I went to go grab my drill, that's my wife's drill. I could have swore I had a really nice old school Hitachi, and the RPMs on that sucker, it was cranking. I think they had 2 speeds on it. That's only a single speed, but it might be at my dad's house. And at this point, if it's been there that long, if I don't have it here, it's been there for at least 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. It'd be hard. Unless he has another, he's probably gonna end up keeping it. Pretty cool. I'll do the edges by hand up at the house. Cute little Easter egg for you. Get the red, white, and blue in there. That looks cool. It's a far cry from what it was looking like last night. I wonder, do I have another? Yeah. So this is... got a fingerprint on it. Get you zoomed in a little bit. That's what it is, egg-shaped cam. This is what it started out as. So we're turning stuff like this into this because the big factories ain't got time for cool stuff. Although that is pretty cool. This one has some really nice bluing. I know I have red and blue lights up top there, but that is very nice natural. See, now we got the lights in there. Get it so the lights aren't in there. It's like a natural red purple patina. And then there's a little bit, you see it right there. I gotta stop touching this thing. When I work on this lock, I'm gonna try to retain some of that, because you can't replicate that old aged color change. You can expedite the aging with like a pickle. Red, white, and blue? Nice. What's up, Voltage? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, this is a red, white, and blue. They got some white and blue lights over there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're all one, though. Sometimes those flags, it just gets the borders, and then we get to arguing. For no reason. Not us. Them big people in charge. We're all one here. So, where was I? Showing off that. This, that. Let me take a quick intermission. I'm gonna, be right back. I gotta go find a little. I gotta go water a tree or something outside. And my dad's actually coming over today. I should call him before he gets on over here and ask if he has my Hitachi drill. Could have swore it was down here. Boom, 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 boom. No. Guess I didn't bring it with me. Yeah, buddy. Yep. I know. Yeah, I hear you. Silly stuff. Why can't we all just get along? I just want to get along. So, there's that. There's that. Let me keep this little screw. That was a cute little setup there with the sanding something small. I'll put you in my little drill bag. Get some water. Yeah, I'm all for it. You gotta love where you live and then wave your flag. But sometimes they'd be putting people on planes to go fight. I really don't think you gotta. I'm all for defending your own territory and everything, but then when you gotta get on a plane to go somewhere, it's like, keep your boots in the ground. Keep them here. I gotta be sending people other places. Silly stuff. I don't understand. I'll stop talking about it. It's not what we're here for. Okay, moving on. Bring it over to the desk. Messy desk. That's another thing. When I get this close to finishing up a lock, if I'm working in a messy area, I just feel like I could just polish this piece up. Where is that going to go in a shop like this? On the top shelf, so I can scratch it later. This is that. There is one thing I might want to do. What I'm thinking is, this lock. I'm gonna take it apart. Allen key, stat. Hey Labs, are you still in here? Got a question for you. Black Smoke, or anybody really. I had a question for you about the inside of a lock. Wait till you change camera angle. Yeah, thanks so much, Kevin. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. Kevin's on it. Get your way over here. Hold on. Good call, Kevin. Or are you staring at my shoulder or something? Put you up here. See my camera set up? A little tripod, a little squiggly duty, and then this clamps onto a camera, my phone holder. I'll put you over here for 2 seconds. I adjust that so it's on the other side. Yeah. This. Flip this around. Try that. Yeah, baby. Let's clamp. Kick. All right. Thanks so much, Kevin. Appreciate it. My right hand might be in the way, but take it as it comes. So what I don't like about this, not the end of the world. Challenge lock, turn to the right, turn to the left, but I can't turn it all the way back to the one way. I could probably fix that. I don't know if I want to. I think the best angle would be right in front of me or right on the other side of the work. Could try that real quick too. I'm gonna be here at the desk for about a minute. If I clamp this right here up on the upper shelf. there. See. That's pretty cool. Get a little bit more. And then y'all could zoom in yourself if you'd like. At least my hands won't be in the way. Alrighty. There's a little fuzz on that spring. I was buffing this real quick with it all assembled. Fuzz, the 5-0. Okay. And rotate this to try to save those key pins there. Hanging up on them threads. Get out of there, you little sucker. So, do I want to do all that? I could. What do we got here? Probably will. One of the issues I was running into is, I could zoom in, hold it up here. I don't even know if it's in focus. When I rotate the lock, boom, unlock, no problem. But then if I turn the key to the left, doesn't really matter, but sometimes people pick these with the tension counterclockwise. You can go counterclockwise fine. Oh, that's a problem with the camera in front of me. I can't see if you all see. All right. See how I beveled these holes? So if I turn the key counterclockwise, it'll hop over that, and then the upper pins will fall into here, but then swoop back out, then hop over top of the sidebar. But then if I turn the key back clockwise, there's a hard edge, and then boom, comes to a stop. So in order to lock the lock, you have to do a full rotation. I don't want to dump it upside down, but pins will come out. Full rotation all the way around to lock it back up. In this bevel, I only favored the underside. I could bevel the top side so there's more of a swoop like this on the top so that it can lock up this way without hanging up on these. Do I want to do all that because it's really close to being done? I don't know. Just deal with it. Like how far down? Where are you? You see there? Boom. You can see this thing. Where is it? Where's that small key pin? tweezers. That's something I didn't really foresee until I put it all back together. I found out it's like, oh, you can only rotate it one way after it unlocks. Just problem solving. Every lock is different. They weren't meant to be cut open like this. The key pin comes over, it can swoop over that one fine, come back, catches a little edge. Yeah, you know, why not? Why the heck not? Why not? Because I don't want to toast it. We ain't gonna toast it. And if we do, it's just a plug. It'll be fine. Okay. Top shelf with those pins. Top shelf with those. Top shelf classified objects. No touchy. Alright, get the Dremeling on that a little bit. Bevel it out. See if I can get away with it. Damn, I thought I was close to being done. I'm going to switch over here so you don't get a headache while I'm mounting this back up. Starting with pretty light. Where is it? You don't even see it. Where the hell is it? That's that. Over here? I don't even know. Whatever. Be right back. That's what I was trying to focus in on. Alright, we're back. So we're gonna go over to the vise and do a little Dremeling. I say Dremeling, but sometimes that Dremel, the RPMs on it, get to going too fast. Even the lowest setting on that minor thing is like kicking. So a lot of times I do some fine tuning. I'll throw a Dremel bit inside of my drill so I can play with the speed and really get it down. I made this thing off camera because when I get to, you're probably not even going to see what I'm working on. Who knows? Might get lucky. Oh, you might. I'll be there. All right, let me get some bits. Let's get some bits. Let's get to work. And some glasses. Where'd they go? That might work. basically this edge is still pretty sharp. I wanna, oh, that's gonna be in my way. Bring that down, bring you up. Rotation. Man, it is so much trying to record work. I'm not complaining. Don't run away. Okay. How much meat do I have to play with? Not much. So I want it to be like this. Now, is that still gonna... It's always gonna be a hard edge. Oh well, if it doesn't work, at least I tried. assemble this again real quick. See if my theory is correct. Blow it out. Because if it works, then I'll clean it all up. But basically, you rotate it all the way over, but then coming back, pins will fall into there and get stuck on that hard edge. Maybe that's enough to scoot them up and over. I don't know. The lock knows, and we're about to find out. Number 1. Number 2. Drop a pin in the shop, forget about it. That's fairly clean, but not fun. Happy pins. This one is so long. Really deep cut for pin number 3. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. It's more than half of the key is gone. So when you put it in, it really gets to hopping. Boom, 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 boom. So I have all these windows here so you can see the orientation of the gates. Because these lines and the pins all have to be perpendicular to the shaft to engage the sidebar. Anywho, let's put this back together. It's probably still gonna, it might not work. But that's okay. At least I tried. The lock works, I just could be a little different. Just tuning in, it's my chicken lock. Been picking chicken. Am I forgetting something? Nah. Nah. Put you some of that over there. Put you one of these right in there. One over here. Get another one over here. And you. Go crooked. What's the holdup, Mr. Penn? Getting caught up on your threads there. Alright. We'll put you in this one. Was that an extra wide pin? What the heck? Get in the hole. Get in there. Put the steel one down in there. Get a little more vertical. Okay, carry on. Spring. Drop it, of course. 1. A 2. And a 3. 4 spring. Hey, sorry y'all, I don't have the chat pulled up. My computer timed out again. Anybody chatting out there? Yeah. Cool. No problem. I was mesmerized by the lock. I just don't want to miss anything if anybody had any questions. I could make up some crazy answers for you, you know? I don't have high hopes for the counterclockwise rotation fully, but if it kind of works, then I might fine-tune it. If it doesn't work, I'm carrying on. It's all experiments. So, unlock. Left, yeah. Yeah, it's happening again. It's okay. So you can unlock it to the right, no problem. All the way around. And can't lock it. No problem. Yeah, it'll just get hung up there at about 9, 10, maybe 11 o'clock, 10:30. 10:30, it goes inside of these peak holes. My little peak skis. So you can see way down in there and see the orientation of the pins. I don't want to take the key fully out because I don't have the cam in the back. Although it wouldn't matter. It's taking the key out. We just lock it in place. All right. Get back here. Well, no, I'll just clean those up. It's all good. I had to try. Yeah, they just fall down in there. So in order to lock it, you have to do a full rotation. That's what you should do anyway, right? Just to the left, and then also to the right. And then, yeah. I'll take it. It's a challenge lock. People are going to be fiddling with it. And earlier, whoa, sorry, hold on now. Hold on to your seat. This is the egg cam for the back. So you got my chicken, rooster, a couple hens sitting on an egg. All right. Carry on. Hey, G-Key. What's up, buddy? Good morning. Good morning to you. I'm just playing with the lock here. Assembly, disassembly. This is my cam. I don't know if you've just seen. It's my egg-shaped cam for the back. I'll polish it up a little more up at the house, but goes on like that. But then when you unlock it, it'll orientate like a little egg there. All right. I'm gonna clean up those holes I just dremeled out for no reason. But I had to know. And that's how you take apart a lock. That's how you do it right there. Okay. Keep track of the pins. It'll save you a couple minutes. Put that up on the no touchy shelf. Leave it on the work desk. About to lose something. Okay. Yeah. Well, let me clean those up a little bit. It makes sense. It all makes sense now. I'm gonna quick intermission. Be right back. I'll be right back, y'all. Hey, we're back. So. What's that? My egg. No chicken. Chicken. Hello. Camera. Very blurry. Zoom out. My fingers are wet. It's raining outside. Alright, I'll take it. Y'all can zoom in if you want. It might be in my way. We'll see. Man, I really don't like sanding these little holes. Such a pain in the rear. Maybe I'll tape a little sandpaper to a Dremel or something. I don't know. Just we get to rotating the sandpaper, clogs out really quick. What is this, 2,000? 1,500? I don't like to play with much sandpaper on the face of the plug. Start messing with the tolerance of the plug. But any finishing I do on these is just buffing. But with this one, it's a little different. Got a little something else going on in this one. I wouldn't touch it with anything coarser than a 15 or 2,000. Okay. Might get noisy. Compound streaking. Oh, no compound streaking. That's what your sweatshirt's for. You know that? I'll do a little more hand polishing up there at the house. This is just rough because I got the tool machine down here. All the fine tuning at the house. So. shiny. Shiny. Stay away from those keyholes. Want them to still be a nice sharp edge. It's a challenge lock now. You don't want to be beveling those keyholes. Make it easy or anything. Nice razor's edge for those pins to bind up against. Really cut into them. Okay. Hey, thanks, Black Smoke. You're off screen. Thank you so much. Thanks so much. Caught that in real time. Good timing, buddy. Thanks so much. It happens. As long as my eyeballs aren't off screen at this point, I think I'll... Good call, man. Okay, that's 2,000. degrees. Oh, what's going on there? Okay. That'll save me a little cleanup at the house. I'll wash these up with a little soap and water, and then I'll play with some pickle. Oh, pickle solution. Because I can. Let me get a freshie. I should get a planer. That's the one thing I don't have down here in the shop. Planer, I'll be able to make some really nice flat working surfaces. Or just one of those little jewelry, flat chunk of steel. Those little blocks that you work off of for like peening and stuff. Those get expensive. Just a little 1x4x4 all machined, all super square and stuff. Hey Victor, what's up, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Victor's in the chat. Everybody say hi to Victor. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Sunday morning. Still morning, right? This one had a brushed finish, so when I'm really trying to just sand it in one direction, I don't want to get the swirl in it, whatever, and chasing around all those little scratches. Sounded like a turkey call. Pretty cool. What else do I want to do? There are since I got the buffer going, I don't know, buff that? No, because that's a round buffer. Since I got that working really nice and flat, I'll buff it at the house with like a chunk of leather or something. Boom. Get to chasing it, it might round some edges. I want that nice and crisp, squared up. What else? Put you like that. Put it here. Get you something like that. You see. Now that I sanded the face all nice, let's just put it in a vise. Crazy. Maybe I'll put a little cloth down in there to protect me. Or that leather I was talking about. because a couple little tool marks down my scratch all when I was using the compass. There's a line there, a little tick. See a line. Those aren't going to buff out, so I have to do a little sandpaper for those. There's that. What happened to that big sheet of 2000 I just had? Some of that. There's a little nail file. Man, when this rain comes in, that pressure changes. I always get a headache when it rains. That sucks. Didn't take much. They weren't very deep. There's nothing to... I really don't think by the time the buffer took those out, I'd be rounding my edges and stuff. Not worth it. 2 seconds with the sandpaper and then I'll buff it. Okay. Hey, Clayton. What's up? Clayton's in the chat, everybody. Good morning, Clayton. Happy Sunday. Rainy Sunday over here. It's really coming down now. Okay, I like that. Let's get a little rotation. That's alright, that's okay. Kind of want to cut this down a little bit so that it's the same height. Be right back. You ever cut leather on a bandsaw? Me either. Take these staples out of it. It's just a hammer holster. You use the loop for a different project, and now I got a couple scraps of these. Some pretty good leather, thick stuff. Trying to do this on the camera. Sometimes I get carried away with the camera angle. It's like, just get the darn thing out. All right. I already roughly buffed this once, but I've been knocking it around, and here I fall back to the 2000 grit. Give it another buff, and then do the final assembly at the house. And clean my work desk up there really nice. Put the gloves on and put this all back together without a scratch in sight. And so many sharp things down here, it's like set it down in the wrong place and it's full of scratches. Sorry if you're kind of far away. Just noticed that. What am I doing? I can show you. Jamie. That's just a guess. Just filling in the word blanks here. I take locks and I'll cut them open. I'll take them apart, put a nice shape to them, and sand them, finish them up, and put them all back together, and you can see the inner workings of lock. And this lock I have here is my chicken lock. This is the beak right here. This is the breast. See this cam piece right here? This is what actuates the latch on the door. It could be a deadbolt or it could be a latch. The latch cam for this chicken lock, I shaped it into an egg. So we have an egg-shaped cam for the back of the chicken lock. These holes I cut in here peek straight through this so you can see the orientation of the pins, because these Medico locks, the pins, they twist, they rotate, so they have to be twisted correctly. And then the height gets set with the key or a pick and these key pins. I take it out of the vise. I'll take it out of the vise in a minute so you can see the whole thing. Actually, it might be there. It might be there already. 2 more seconds on this side. These are pretty expensive locks, and it's kind of funny to just be throwing them up there on a bandsaw and hacking away at them. But it's my pickin' chicken, I call it. Still in the process of cleaning it up, getting ready for the final assembly. But these slots right here, I'll do the shape with a bandsaw. And these slots I do with a hacksaw and a file, and then I sand it all up. These I did with freehand with a DeWalt drill. This side's a little off center because I drilled through these openings down through there. So the next one I do like that, I'm going to have a line going across, because when I put the drill straight down in, there's a short video of me doing it. One hole I may have had the drill bit like that, and the next hole was like this, next hole is like that. Kind of lost track of the angle of trajection, so to say. So within there, they're all fairly lined up. And then the exit holes drifted even more. It's not bad for doing it all by hand. Where's that little egg cam? Yeah, chicken lock with a little egg on the back, a little Easter egg. This egg cam started out as this shape right here. Sorry, it's out of focus, it's just a little close. You have to hold it pretty far away. That's what we're doing. Keyhole? The old keyhole. You can see a keyhole? I started putting together a playlist of all my lock content, because we do a little bit of everything around here. If you check out the channel, it's farm. We have a farm out there, and I build all sorts of stuff. And yeah, and then in the shop, I'm an artist, so I'll come down here and make some cool artwork or these locks. And it's not worth having 2, 3, 4, 5 different channels. Try to put it all into one channel. So my playlist, I'm starting to organize it, so it'll be like a farm section, a lock section, art, building, having fun. I got the go-karts. A little bit of everything. Yeah. I thought to do a second YouTube channel, but it's hard enough just keeping up with one. It's not hard, but got plenty of other things to do around here than, you know. I enjoy it though. I enjoy sharing what I'm doing. Yes, yeah. My buddy taught me how to get into my back door with a credit card when I was 13. Hell yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Nexus. Nexus in the chat, everybody. Yeah, that's fun. It's so easy. Not easy. There's some challenging locks, but to get into lock picking, it's pretty satisfying to get into a lock without a key. You can get a little starter set on Amazon for like 25 bucks, 20 bucks. A couple simple little picks. Or you can make your own picks. And I haven't even been picking that long. Maybe 2 months, 3 months maybe now. And it's a pretty easy hobby to get into because right now you're probably standing 50 feet away from a lock you can try to pick. Just get a little piece of wire, hammer it flat, put a little hook on it, get a little tensioner. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there to show you how to pick, and it's a pretty cool community of people picking locks. A lot of these lock content channels, you start to see the same names, same faces. A lot of these guys have channels themselves. You got G-Key in here, you got, oh shoot, the list goes on. Labs, Green Tools, TX Rebel, Not Too Dead, Mark Up North. Yeah, a lot of really cool people. And helpful. You got a question? They got the Discord. Ask all sorts of questions. It's fun stuff. There's that one. We can sneak out at night during school. Skate. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'm a skateboarder myself. I grew up on the skateboard. Loved it. I seen a street sweeper the other day. Back when I was, about that same age, 13, 14, 15 or something. After a long winter, all the streets would be all grimed up, whatever, the calcium, the salt, whatever they're throwing down there, all gritty, all the gravel thrown everywhere from the plows, scooping it off the edge of the road. And my favorite time of year was when I seen the street sweeper go down the road. It's like, hell yeah. Nicely fresh swept road. Seen it, like I said, I seen a street sweeper the other day. It brought me right back to the joy of seeing that street sweeper for the first time after winter. If you're not a skateboarder, you'd be like, oh, well, yeah, cool, they're cleaning the streets, great. But if you're a skateboarder and you see a street sweeper, you'd be following that thing all around town. Hitting all the fresh pavement. And then I got into longboarding. That was awesome. Could cover a lot more distance. I would still bring the longboard to the skate parks and people would be turning their heads. What the hell is he doing in here with that? Hey, good old days. Yeah, no, I did the tricks. Did the tricks. Absolutely. Sure, I think I even got some. Hold on a second. have a pile of old trucks over in the corner there. I had to grab a truck for you, see if they were ground down, but they're not the ones that were doing the 50/50s on the rails. Getting too old for that, though. You take a fall nowadays, like, holy crap. You should be able to pop right back up. Now sit there for a minute. Alright. That might be it for down here. I have that, this, the egg, that. After all this, I'll probably take it back up to the house. And, I may or may not play around with some Dremeling. I fired up the Dremel. It's a brand new Dremel. Nice. I keep calling it Dremel. That's just the brand name. It's an engraver. You know, it's not plugged in. But I haven't had an engraver in a long time. So, get over here. I'm thinking about doing little feather, little something. You know, a rooster has a really long feathers coming down. A little texture, a little something. I don't know. I'm split. Not much room. Might just look sloppy. But I'm going to add some color to it. Put it all together and you might see this baby on eBay. I'll let y'all know when it goes up for sale. Still a little more work. eBay, or see if any of those lock sites want to promote it or something. Who knows? Yeah, bronze, copper. It's brass. But some of these people always say they're brass, but I swear, some of these old locks, very hard. I'm thinking it is some kind of bronze. Like, look at the cast in that. All pitted, gnarled. Cutting them, it's, yeah. Let me twisted that out. If pliers squish that, that's most likely brass. Bronze is a little harder. Got some other ones I started. Drilled 2 holes. You see the shape cut in there. Cut that shape out with a jeweler's file. This is the start of a couple. These are old payphone locks. I have a really cool idea for these. I'll share them in a little bit. I gotta wrap up a couple other projects before I start playing with these ones, but biaxial. Yep. All sorts of fun stuff. $1988. What's in this one? This is a seagull I cut open, and then the tail piece I made it into a pick, so you can pick a lock with a lock. And a brush finish with some bluing on it to contrast the polish. Gun blued the raw steel right there. Another old Medico, 1988. It doesn't want to open. We'll get them working. One, two, three, four, five. These are just five pins. What else is in here? There's some cool old ones. It's a pretty neat old Medico. Biaxial. Little 4-pinner. They make a cute little cutaway. That stops it from doing a full rotation. Maybe I'll play with this cam to get a full 360. Or leave it. Oh, I got an idea for this. Yeah, if I start looking at this pile of locks, I'm gonna want to stop working on the chicken lock. Lockwood mortise. The old Lockwood key. With these ones, there's no access to the top side. So loading the pins all has to be done through the bottom. I wonder what that hole was for. Yeah. I see me pick a lock real quick. Try to pick a lock and then we'll pick a lock real quick and then we can all get to our day. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Really cool. Really cool. I'll come down here and if you see like Cedar shop, that means I'm in the shop making some stuff that you've never seen before. That's what's cool about making art. It's like you get the opportunity to make something that the world has never seen. Let's see, make sure this lock works. If it works. Pinnings. One. How many pins? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 5. 5 pins. Let's see if we can get into this bad boy. Use my lock pick and pick. Maybe. The keyhole's funny. I got a couple little. It's not a straight shaft up, so I kind of have to jog the pick around that restricted. I think they call it like a restricted keyhole. And the computer's way over there, so I'm sorry if I'm missing any chats. This phone doesn't show the chats. I'm using Streamlabs, and I never got the chats to pop up on it. Yeah, the only time I'm picking a lock is if I don't have a key to get inside of it. I enjoy making them look cool over the picking, but picking still is pretty enjoyable. And I have a feeling that this is a tough lock. Some of these old ones are spot on with the alignment. Yeah, nothing was even holding up on me. That way. Well, you're not going to see me get into a lockwood today. What else we got? An old eagle. I think I've tried this one before too. At least the keyhole in this isn't restricted. I don't think I have a key for it. No, that's a medical key. Pick might be a little too tall. And I'm not a professional. But who is, right? Well, there are some. There's some really good lock pickers out there. Yeah, I'm having a dig underneath the key pins. I think my... Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh. Now I feel like I'm invested. I gotta get into it. But I don't have to. Don't have to. I have to go get some lunch though. Is it lunchtime yet? Alright, Shaw. I'm too hungry for this. We try. That's all we can do. I'll get back to my day. I'm gonna get something to eat, and then got the family coming over tonight. We'll get ready for that. But yeah, it's getting really close to being done. Very close. Those are parts. Almost the time for the final assembly. In the final assembly, I usually make a little video for it. Instead of going live, I'll take my time and let me fire up the chat again real quick. Oh, Green's in here. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I didn't have the computer pulled up. I'm out of here. Who else is that? Yes, he does. That's right. That's right, buddy. That's why this isn't a lock-picking channel. But I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much. We'll get to it. Have a great Sunday, and we'll see y'all soon. See you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Where you at? Where you at? Hello. Have a great day. Thank you. Go get some food, and thanks for waking up with me down here in the shop. Have a good day. I'll see you next time. Close. Stop. Bye.